Hello, my beautiful ones. Today I will tell you how to achieve absolute happiness. Do you doubt that this is possible? I'll be honest with you, achieving it is not easy, but it is very feasible. Yes. In Orphic art, true objective art in ancient knowledge will help to understand this. Now look at this image. You see a pyramid pointed downwards. There are 4 floors, or 4 rooms. These represent different levels of life and different levels of human existence. Do you see where the person is located? In the basement underground? In a damp, dirty, wet, disgusting room with rats? Unfortunately, that is where we live. This is the level of negative emotions. When we experience emotions such as resentment, jealousy, envy, malice, anger, irritability, and other negative emotions, we essentially lock ourselves in the basement of that luxurious house in which we could be living. Can you imagine? Yes, that's where most people live. This is where we have conflicts in families, constant scandals, disputes, and all global conflicts arise because we condemn ourselves to suffering. Perhaps you are ready to argue with me now, saying that you don't want to suffer, that you would never, ever consciously condemn yourself to that. Exactly. The key word is consciously. Therefore, to ascend to the next 2nd floor, look, it resembles a sturdy medieval castle. We need awareness or understanding as soon as we escape the darkness of ignorance, where we dwell below, in the basement, and as soon as we begin to understand how to build relationships. For example, creating families. It's true, we were never taught this. Did you ever take a course in college on how to create harmonious relationships in a family, but you probably studied cosines, sines, tangents, and cotangents, possibly even in school, not just in college. Has this been useful in your life? Have you ever encountered a tangent or a cotangent? Well, maybe just sinusoidal waves, at most somewhere. What am I talking about? I mean, dear ones, that everything we are taught is completely inapplicable to our real lives. We are not taught how to be happy, but our heads are filled with absolute nonsense that often doesn't even come in handy. That's why we don't even know how to manage ourselves and our emotions. Why are there so many negative emotions in people? Because no one teaches us to experience positive ones. Look at the television. There, everyone is arguing and fighting. Whether in series, talk shows, or the news, we are constantly shown conflicts. And of course, we simply imitate all of this. This is the darkness of ignorance of that very basement where we are sitting. Do you understand? But as soon as we manage to ascend to at least the 2nd floor, that is understanding. It's our awakening. It's our awareness. We immediately find ourselves in a completely different world where we can actually live. And in order to get there, we need to learn how to live. Where and how, you might ask? Well, as we have already understood, not in college or at school, and at home, your mom is unlikely to teach you this. That's why we conduct seminars all over the world. Our classes take place in many cities, over 300 cities in more than 30 countries, where you can attend sessions. Go to the description of this video and register through the link, and our support service will contact you to tell you where and when you can attend our seminars and live sessions. Well, I digressed a bit from the topic. Let's get back to it. Do you want to ascend to the 3rd floor? How does it feel up there? And to the 4th? How do you do it? Very easily. As soon as understanding and awareness come to you, as soon as you understand what you are doing and why, As soon as you learn to create harmonious relationships, to build a happy life, to manage yourself, and to understand what is happening inside yourself, as well as how to remain in positive emotions, you automatically rise to the 3rd floor. Look at those luxurious rooms up there. Do you want a house like that? Well, you already have it. Can you imagine? You already have it. You're just sitting in the basement, and you need to rise a few floors higher. This is the level of happiness, joy, and high positive emotions. If we remain in constant uplifting emotions, then we live on the 3rd floor of our house. Everything there is wonderful. We feel comfortable. We are surrounded by luxury and wealth, and we truly enjoy life. To stay there as long as possible, engage in special energy practices, spiritual practices, if you will. On our YouTube channel, there are several of such practices that you can do completely for free. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you don't miss the new ones that we will also be posting very soon. And it's best to practice these techniques and rituals at our seminars. There, you will learn how to do them correctly, experiencing such a range of high emotions, such a spectrum of joy, happiness, and delight that you will simply never descend from the 3rd floor and will always remain there. Who is in favor? If you are, give this video a thumbs up. This will definitely help you rise up. So, what's next, you might ask? How do you get to the 4th floor? Look, there is a true paradise, peacocks, fountains, and above it all, God Himself is watching. This place is a real paradise. We can ascend there when we feel our unity with the higher power. When we sense our oneness with the divine, we feel like a part of God. For you, this may be an abstract, unfamiliar concept, or perhaps you have heard or read about it. Or maybe you have even had experiences of similar feelings. If that's the case, then you understand what I'm talking about. You know very well that it's not so easy to stay there on the 4th floor. Yes, you feel your unity with the universe, but then, bam, everything collapses and you fall back into the basement where you suffer, experience, and feel negative emotions. Have you had such an experience? Do you know what I mean? Well, now you know what to do to climb the steps upward. If you don't want to live in a damp and wet basement where everyone is arguing and where there is illness, suffering, and poverty, then you need to get rid of those negative emotions. As I mentioned before, we will teach you everything. Come to our live classes and seminars. Rise higher, gaining understanding and knowledge. If you can't attend the classes right now, then read books. I will leave you recommendations for the books that I love in the description, and I've even contributed to writing some of them. So, choose what you like, and through them, gain the necessary understanding. By the way, there are even energy practices in those books. They are also very powerful and will help you ascend to the 3rd floor of high emotions. And from there, paradise is not far away. That's how it is. On one hand, it's simple, but on the other hand, in practice, you will encounter a huge number of obstacles and barriers, as everyone wants to pull you back into the basement where they live. So be prepared for the fact that your environment will not help you rise up, but you can help them ascend to paradise. How can you do it? Well, start by simply sending this video to those who also want to be happy or to those whom you wish happiness. In general, start with yourself, and the rest of the world will gradually follow. That's how it works. You know what to do. Be happy, my dear ones. Promise? See you soon, then.
In our extreme times when the fate of the entire planet is at stake, it is crucial for the knowledge of angels and benevolent spirits to spread as quickly as possible, globally, and reach thousands of people. In this way, we can change the future of all humanity. Which is why we are addressing you, dear soul of light. Spread the knowledge about our wise books and films. Share links to videos or cartoons. All of this is available and free. Invite women to individual practices, webinars, and seminars. And the Great Spirit of Light will help you and your family. It will direct an enormous amount of energy to fulfill all your desires. Benevolent spirits and angels will assist you and your loved ones in all matters. A thread of light and love extends from your heart to the hearts of thirsty women, and the creation of good and the dissemination of enlightened knowledge throughout the world begins. Become part of the mission of light. Help people, and God will help you.